Look what I just got lodged in my wheel. That little L bit was sticking up. And it just got lodged in the back of my wheel. Jesus Christ. As annoying as that is, it could have been it could have got lodged in something a lot more annoying, like the belt or the motor or my leg. So, you win some, you lose some, don't you? I had to wrench that sucker out as well. That was like properly wedged in the wheel. If that was like the other tyres, it would have popped. Like, it would have definitely burst my actual tyres, but because it's basically just like solid urethane or whatever it is, thankfully it's alright. Like I say, I was pretty pissed at the time, but I'm getting there. You join me, ladies and gentlemen, effectively mid-breakdown. I've like really been lacking motivation. And I think that's what it boils down to. I'm just like not motivated, I just don't have the energy for things anymore. I'm really struggling to focus and like actually care about work, my own projects, basically anything. And the problem I have with that is I'm the kind of person who, if like I keep myself busy. I'm very like productive. I like to be productive, and I feed off that. The more productive I am, the more I like snowball, and I like lose motivation, and then I get angry at myself because I'm not motivated to be productive, and then it's like a vicious circle essentially. So the past couple of, to be honest with you, for a decent amount of time, I've been like in this post-burnout stage, and I'm like getting there. We're booking, so we've booked some time off work, so that's important. I think that's what it boils down to. We haven't had time off since winter, and that time off wasn't really time off because it's Christmas time off, which involves driving around all over Christmas. So I'm like just absolutely like dragging myself through to this. We just booked a week off. Literally, we're not going to do anything. We're just booking a week off. Both me and Laura. We might we haven't got anything planned in, but we might just go somewhere for like the day or something. But we haven't got any plans. But at the moment, I'm literally just dragging myself to that day. I'm not doing my sleeping pad anymore. I woke up fine. I woke up at 2 o'clock fine, and just lay there for a good 45 minutes, just being like, I cannot be bothered to do anything. And then I hate myself for that. It's such a waste. It's fucking horrendous. So I've been kind of, today, me and Laura both came home and we're like, what's on dinner tonight? Thai batch. We had a takeaway burger from like a really nice burger restaurant on the road. They do takeaway collections. It was beautiful, and it was definitely worth it. It was definitely what we needed. And goddamn, I was in one of those moods where you come home, you don't want to do anything, and I just played Doom. I just played Doom for about an hour or so, and just fucking killed some dickheads, you know? Anyway, my plan of attack is to go into my old normal sleeping pattern. So it's now like midnight, I'm about to head to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed when I'm tired, and then after this holiday, because we've got things like bank holiday weekends and stuff coming up, after bank holiday weekends and the holiday have passed, I'll refocus again on shifting to a sleeping pattern. I'm looking at potentially, I don't think I'm going to go Uberman, but I'm looking at it, and or a different one which is like Spamiel, which is very similar to Uberman. Or failing that, I'm going to go back to what I was previously doing, which was Everyman 3, or Bi-Core 3, which is similar to what I'm doing at the moment, but instead of a 3-hour sleep at night, I do 2 1.5-hour sleeps. But that's by the by. I will figure that out close to the time. I'm going to try and catch myself up on videos because I'm heinously far behind, and I think that's also having a negative effect on me. And I'm going to try and like focus on these videos over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks maybe. To just try and get myself back on the ball of that, and instead of just doing one thing, programming for work effectively, but programming on my own stuff as well, I'm going to try and diversify and do other things with you, back to them daily vlog routes, and yeah, so things like that, and then basically just try and keep busy, but refocus and relax and try and refresh myself in time for the thing. I'm still going to do a little bit of programming and stuff on my own projects, but it's not going to be a focus, it's not going to be something I bully myself about. So that's my plan of attack. Watching The Crown tonight, and while Laura was doing her knitting stuff, she recently knitted this, and she's like halfway through knitting a little donkey, which I've Bagsied this donkey, but I think she's going to try and sell these on her Etsy shop. First customer, because I think that donkey's dope and I'll take it to work. But she's been doing that, and I've just been like drawing, literally with pencil and paper. It's been like doodling and trying to figure out what it is I want to do with my life, and I just kind of think I've lost focus. I've become too deep, and then I kind of lost why it is I'm doing stuff, and I need to get back on that. And that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to take. The kick is it's May. That's the thing that I'm like bullying myself about. By the time I start to refocus again, it's going to be June, which puts me again behind my own schedule by a significant amount, which has always happened for the past couple of years. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to actively focus on positivity and productivity without burning myself out. I'm just kind of relaxed, doing different stuff. Because I need to, because otherwise I'm going to go mental. And I'm trying to get back to a world where I can comfortably do, like, sleep for 5 hours a night in one big monophasic sleep pattern, which in theory then means when I go back to my... Two reasons why it is I've been struggling to get back into that sleeping pattern. The first is just in general stress, and this burnout has been happening behind the scenes, and I've just been like slow, and that pressure basically means I'm not sleeping as well, and I just can't do it. Slash, I lack the motivation to do it. Secondly, is I'm kind of going from, because I keep failing at it and I keep not getting up, I'm essentially sleeping from half 10 to 11 through till 6. Whereas previously, before I did my sleeping pattern, I used to sleep from 12:1 till 6. And that means that like my body has now become used to, because it's happened so much, literally for the past couple of months, used to going to bed at 10 or 11 and then waking up at 6 and having that like big 7 or 8 hours of sleep, and I'm trying to kick myself back into gear and be like, look, dickhead, you don't fucking need that. Don't think you need it either. Stop tricking yourself into thinking you need it. Go to bed. You have to go to bed post midnight every night. Otherwise, you're not doing it properly. And then that way, when I go back to my sleeping pattern is better than what I am now. Like, I know what I'm going to go to now isn't very healthy. It's not what you're supposed to do. I can survive on it, and I've survived off it for years. But then hopefully I can shift on. So it's all about the long game, boys. Another very wet, very miserable day, boys. At some point, I need to go and buy an umbrella. I think I left an umbrella on a bus one time, and since then I haven't had one, and I just get wet. And well, obviously, because that's what happens when you don't have an umbrella. Kind of coasted since then, effectively, with just a coat, and I've survived because it hasn't really rained that much. There was one day where I went into work and I looked like a drowned rat. Any other day, though, it's been okay-ish, you know. But it's not good enough weather for this kind of hood. So yeah, I do need to remind me. And I just put my collars up, and that's not enough because obviously it gets my hair wet, and then I get hair gel dripping down into my eyes. You know how it is, it's the worst. Wednesday today, we should have a pretty clean run. I have like one thing I know I need to do in the morning for something else, for some proof of concept work someone else is doing. And then otherwise, I think I'm still in the middle of this bomb-ass refactor. In theory, we've got everything back to the point where it's working again. Although we've got some failing tests because yesterday where two of us are working on it and we had like a merge issue, I think. But effectively, fix the tests, tidy things up, because inevitably, I think we've touched 100 files in this in this refactor. So inevitably that means that something's gone a bit haywire. Tidy up, refactor. Hopefully we can get it done at that point. Fingers crossed. I'm doing this for a week now, and effectively all we're doing is adding a fucking empty page onto a website. Literally an empty page. It's insane. Otherwise, I've been listening to Post Malone, and his new album, I thought it was a bit of a miss, to be honest with you. I thought there's some good songs on there. Now, the songs I thought were good are actually like the lowest down ones. It's fucking brilliant. What a fucking album, dog. I love it. So I've been listening to that basically on repeat, which means my Spotify recommends are going to be absolutely up the wazoo. Today I've brought my laptop, my home laptop, my Surface book, and that's because the problem I have, got so used to napping at lunch that I get genuinely like really depressed around lunchtime, because
I basically don't have a lunch. I just eat my sandwiches, and then I'm like, well, what do I do? You know, I've got nothing to do. So that isn't just programme, and I run out of news to read pretty quick. So I brought my own laptop to see if I can do something else with that. I can connect it to the Wi-Fi to play, like, I mean, at worst case, just play some Hearthstone or something, you know? The bus is like there, and it should be there. And I'm trying to figure out if he's letting people on or not. Oh, there's a bus behind him. This is gonna answer the problem. Here we go, live on camera. Is one bus gonna overtake the other bus? It's gonna park behind? What? Okay, this bus here, this one, is the one that's in service. This one is parked further away than I thought it was. Oh, okay, she's moving. Let's the queue to die down a bit though, so I don't have to wait in the rain. But let's bounce. It's Wednesday. 3 more days. God damn it. I need a holiday so bad. It's raining and you're in a rush, but that is horrendous park. Bath is the worst in the rain because you just end up with more water flicked up on you by the flagstones. So there's like little pools of water everywhere. And I always leave my office shoes in the office because I don't obviously longboard in these shoes, and most of the time I can leave them there, but when I'm like this I get wet feet because Converse aren't very good at keeping water out. To be honest with you, I do actually like it. It's like it washes you, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Not in the sense that I haven't had a shower kind of way, but you know what I mean. I recently ordered some toothbrush. Oh, that light's on. Laura! Recently bought some toothbrush heads for our toothbrush. Right, I mean, I've thought about buying some from Sainsbury's, but they're like £12 for 4, and Amazon had £16 for 8, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get £16 for 8. Awesome. On the internet, there is literally an option, I'm gonna track it down again, because I want to know exactly what it is up here. Right, here you go. So sizes, you can pick, right, you can pick a pack of 4, pack of 8, or a mailbox fit pack of 8. I'm like, that's pretty useful. I'm not going to be in. I don't need to send it to a locker. I just get mailbox, it goes through my letterbox. Happy fucking birthday. Also, look at the excessive amount of cardboard there is in this. So look, there they are. Nothing overtly special about them. It comes in a box that, in my opinion, is probably too big to fit in a. You see where that's going, don't you? Probably too big to fit in a letterbox. Maybe. Nah. Probably that's all right. Amazon, on the other hand, decided to put it in a box that big. What the fuck would go through a letterbox? That definitely doesn't go through a letterbox. And I've got seem to be having internet problems. God damn. That photo I showed you, by the way, on earlier when I was at work. We were talking about what biscuits we think would live the longest when dunked into tea, and expressed our distrust of the fact that rich tea seems to be the one that would last the longest due to a lot of different experiments online. We think that there's a big corporation being like, hey, buy more rich teas because no one buys them because they're crap and they don't last very long in tea. Obviously, we all know the correct answer is a ginger nut. A ginger nut you can put in some tea and it will be there until the dawn of time. Hobnobs flake away. There's no doubt about it that you put a hobnob in a cup of tea, especially even a chocolate covered one, put it in the tea, and then it just flakes away. Also, putting chocolate on a hobnob to make it last longer doesn't make a hobnob good at being dunked in tea. It makes the chocolate good. Imagine a chocolate coated ginger nut would last even fucking longer. Who knew? I stumbled upon that photo on a Daily Mail website, I think, trying to get together some evidence for different people who've done experiments that have got the result that we want. And I found that photo fucking hilarious. I literally, you know when you find something so funny that you're just like crying and everything dies down and then you just remember it again and carry on laughing? Or you like walk away to go into the kitchen and then as you're walking away you remember about it and start laughing to yourself again. That's how fucking funny it was. I thought it was goddamn hilarious. Otherwise, today actually hasn't been all that bad. We're at the end of the tunnel of the thing that we're doing. PR's massive. There's literally 150 odd files plus because I think I touched an extra 20 before the end of the day. But it's going well. It's going well. The PR is going to go down like a lead fucking balloon. But it's going well. That's all that matters. Laura's gone to netball and I am trying to get onto the internet, but then also going to start trying to edit together some YouTube videos. We're going to try and catch up a little bit as soon as my internet works. Hey! Right, okay, so what am I doing with this? Here is a full 16GB hard drive of daily vlog footage. Now, obviously, I lost a semi-decent amount of footage when I lost my hard drive. So, I need to figure out kind of like where it is I'm up to, basically. Let's get Edge playable. Turns out Blender is insanely complicated. Just even putting this text there, absolute bastard. Yeah, so I'm looking at a different one that's an open source that's not quite so heavy-handed as Blender. Blender, if you don't know, is like a 3D modelling piece of software that has a video editor built in, and I'm like, it's probably going to be good. It's probably going to be alright. But it is alright, it's just fucking insanely complicated. It's not designed to be user-friendly, definitely not. But yeah, I'll try a different one. Like I say, I've got an ancient version of Adobe Elements, and I just feel like I don't want to install it again, you know? So, Premiere Elements. So I'm trying to work my way around that. But surprisingly, there's just not very many video editors out there. It's just kind of a monopoly, isn't there, by Premiere Elements, by Premiere and Final Cut. God damn. Anyway, Laura's back. We just watched a bit of TV, and I'm thinking about heading off to bed. I should be staying up. I should stay up. It's that like that ticky. What's the point of staying up if you're not doing anything? Tick. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I mentioned yesterday about Dunkin' biscuits. We experimented today. Ginger nut, chocolate hobnob. Chocolate hobnob won by about double, to 45 seconds and a minute and a half. Although I feel grossly misinformed because a chocolate hobnob is not the same as a hobnob with chocolate on it. And if I didn't mention anything yesterday, then that is not going to make any sense. I had another fun day today. I was doing mostly the same stuff, but also did a bit of automation testing and helping. We have like a manual tester who doesn't know automation and wants to know automation. And I'm like, every time I pick up some automation, I'm like, yo, I'm about to pick up some automation. Are you free? Do you want to come and have a look? Which is always good fun. Otherwise, came home, did absolutely jack shit. I've been working. I've been off-piste. Very off-piste. I've not been working at all. So, like I say, I'm having a mental breakdown. This is cool. I'm not supposed to work in a mental break. I just can't bring myself to be motivated. Is the thing. I'm trying to remember to charge my longboard because I'm hoping to be able to longboard the entire way tomorrow. I only longboarded a little bit today. I think that might jazz me a bit more. The thought was there, look, I had my sunglasses out, my longboard out, my bag ready, has it still got the shoes in, with my shoes and charger in. I woke up this morning and just felt like so much shit. It was like, I felt so bad. I'm like, right, come on, let's get up, let's have a shower. Got in the shower, okay, I can do this. Started to feel better, had some food, crumpets, very nice. Like, wandered over to, as soon as I finished like breakfast and whatnot, I'm like, I mean, I don't feel 100%, but like, fucking wake yourself up, let's go. Literally picked up my longboard to go, started coughing to the point where I felt like I was going to be like literally sick, like started to gag on my own coughing. I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, should I drive? But I thought I'd play it safe. Holy shit, I'm like medded up, man. You know when you're like bouncing between different types of, I've got buttercup syrup, I've got that on the go, but I'm like counting down until I can next use it, because as soon as I had it, it was so much better. But now it's like, it's horrible again. I phoned in sick, and I'm like working fucking useless at work today, it's gotta be said. I'm like trying to help out where I can to like try and get this thing over the line, because we've worked so fucking hard on it and we're so fucking close. But fucking hell, my brain kind of feels like the first time I had tonsillitis, but like not that bad, but it feels like that. Like my stomach's like churning, but I don't think it's like a stomach bug. I feel like it's some kind of like throat infection or something. Because like that's the main problem. I think that's what's making me feel sick, not the other way around. You know, oh, god damn. It was going to be such a good day to longboard as well. It's never on a fucking rainy day, is it? Oh god, I feel like total shit, because I literally couldn't have picked a worse day to feel like this, and I'm trying to like keep coming in and swooping in and doing stuff and being like trying to save the day in certain areas. Oh, fucking hell. I have figured out, that's a slack. So I'm trying to, I keep saying like I'm just going to go off and try and get a little bit of sleep, and then I just keep coming back to it. I think I've figured out that it seems to be a lot of like when I move, my stomach like kind of flips. If I stay for a certain amount of time in a certain place, I'm alright. I'm going to try and get some food down because it is lunchtime, and then I can have some more buttercup syrup. Oh, Jesus, I think, to be honest with you, this has probably been building up of like the stress stuff, just being stressed in general. To be honest with you, I woke up this morning, I thought it was just really bad hay fever. Maybe that as well. Maybe a bit of a cold, and it's just kind of a compounded. God damn! Did you hear that? I hate feeling like this because I hate feeling like a waste of space. Effectively, that's the problem.
Yo, look how perfect that like grapevine is. It's insane. Guys, after lunch I lay down on the bed because my stomach was rumbling a little bit, watching a YouTube video, and then I woke up 3 hours later. So obviously needed that sleep. Tonight as well, I'm gonna have a nice good long sleep as well. No alarm tomorrow. It's the weekend. But yeah, god damn, I'm still like not. I might have actually have a bit of buttercup syrup before I go to bed. Question with buttercup syrup: do you brush your teeth before or after? Before. Weekend tomorrow. Well, how long is this video? Let's end the vlog tomorrow, I think.
Look at this glorious weather. I'm taking the longboard out on a spin for the sake of taking the longboard out on a spin. I was ill yesterday, I didn't get a chance to go out when the weather was nice then. Today, the weather's even nicer, so why not, you know? I'm dodging the tunnel. The tunnel is like somewhat underneath me at the moment. I'm just seeing what it's like avoiding that tunnel, because I have to walk in that tunnel anyway, so definitely a bit more roundabout, but it isn't that bad. It's definitely longer though, that's for certain. To answer the question, there is no shorter way around the path. Just go on the path, dickhead. Could technically longboard on this still. I was saying to this to Laura actually, it's kind of sad because in weather like this, the other wheels are so much more fun because you can just go anywhere and do anything. But these wheels are more practical in one way because you can get to, you know what I mean, they've got much better range, they're much quicker. It's kind of sad that the other wheels aren't equally as good. But for all the reasons the other wheels are good, are the reasons why these wheels aren't. Right, here's a path. This isn't the normal cycle path. Should have a look what's that way. I know where I am. The path is like there. How do I join it from here though? Keep going this way, I reckon I'll jump back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Overshot a little bit, but we're there. We're there. Just coasting downhill, living the dream. For example, gravel. Short distance, not too bad. Long distance, not great. Where the frick am I? Done. Can you see that? 6.5 miles, and not even anywhere near a quarter battery. Look at that, my boy. 13.8 miles, about half a battery.
What a brilliant day out. What a brilliant like little scuffle around out on my longboard. It was pretty good fun. Laura was at home and she's fighted off the cold I fought off yesterday. So she is feeling better now, which means tomorrow we can go and do something good fun, which is good. But I am struggling to keep my eyes open, so I'm going to head off to bed. Thanks for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it greatly, and I will catch you later.